Trump's big, beautiful bill, huh? Oh, and by the way, see a house right there? Built that with my own hands, probably about 20-something years ago. Just thought I'd put that in there. No mortgage, no rent, no none of that stuff. It's just a beautiful thing. Trump's big, beautiful bill. By the way, if you're not on my Patreon channel, down below there's a description. You may want to see about going on the Patreon channel and checking me out over there to get some more private lifestyle advancement things, wisdom you should probably be doing. Can't make you do it. It's totally up to you. But I know one thing. By their fruit you shall know them. And when somebody's producing fruit, man, it's kind of hard to argue against them, isn't it? So anyway, Trump's big, beautiful bill. Man, are we, in this country, are we not all pretty much tired of the mental gymnastics? I mean, when the Democrats are in power and they have the House and the Senate, they pass every bill, and the Republicans are complaining. Now the Republicans are in power, and the Democrats, nobody. One thing about the Democrats in the House, boy, they are lockstep. And when you have the majority of the House and the Senate, you can pretty much get past anything you want. Rand Paul still grandstanding, stage playing like he's some type of economic guy for the, I don't know, whatever you call it. He's not his father, Ron Paul, at all. But anyway, he's always going to be, I don't know what he is, I'll tell you the truth. But we can pretty much count on this mental gymnastics. This dog and pony show is going to continue to keep happening. So what's going to happen with this big, beautiful bill? Well, number one, it's probably going to add about $3 trillion to the national deficit, which I told you that the United States of America, none of the presidents have the stomach to balance the budget. They don't. I don't care how many tariffs and everything coming in. Do you see the deficit going down? I don't see any deficit going down. Another thing it's going to do is a lot of people that are out there on food stamps, you want to figure out a way to go to work, or you want to do like I've been trying to tell y'all to do for the last 20-something years. Get your own homestead, raise your own cattle, grow your own gardens. Like our people used to do a long, long time ago, but we've created a lazy society that is always dependent upon someone. And now listen, y'all have to understand, nobody out here cares about you bitching when you already have the Republicans in office and this is what they're going to do. The tax cuts, no doubt, is going to benefit the rich and the wealthy because they're the ones that has the jobs, the owner of the jobs and stuff. And I always trip out when people say, they're trying to take away my job. Like you have personal ownership of that. No, you're working for someone else to advance their particular business and to generate wealth for them. And they give you pennies on the dollars. That's all there is to it. That's why Pastor Dowell, for years and years and years, been trying to tell a lot of y'all hard-headed people out there how to invest in yourself, what to do with your money so you can circulate the dollar within your own homestead or community at least 10 or 15 times before it leaves it. But nobody want to pay attention to that. Nobody want to pay attention to that. And by the way, let me get off a note here for a second. Listen, I have 71 boxes of tomatoes here. When y'all come this Sabbath, some of you people, some of you Israelites and you believers that come, man, grab y'all a couple of boxes, okay? Get back to the big, beautiful bill. Now, no doubt, the people who are working for tips and overtime, they're loving it because now you don't get, I remember a long, long time ago when people working overtime and stuff, it would be time and a half, right? But it didn't make no difference because the majority of that would be eat up by taxes. Taxes is just something else because what happens is the government says that I want 10% of whatever, what you're paying your tithe, you're paying your offering before you even get your paycheck. They don't trust you that you're going to pay your tithes and offerings, so they take it before you get it. And anytime you pay taxes on anything, I don't even care if it's still land. They're basically saying that we still have part and partial ownership in this thing. And the one thing about Trump is what he's doing is he's trying to do everything he can to lower the tax rates amongst not only the wealthy, but also the people out here in the middle class and different areas. Now, people don't like it, but it's just the truth. The way that you are going to make people happy is by cutting taxes, not raising taxes. The Democrats have a philosophy that if we need something, raise taxes on the people. We're up to 37% now. It kind of amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? What was the Boston Tea Party? 1 cent tax, and we went to war over that. Now we're up to 37% of the income. Oh, man, it's just... Anyway, You got, one of the biggest detriments to us as a people is that we're lazy. We don't want to sweat. Americans don't mind getting plumped and getting big. They don't want to get out and work for. They want government handouts, government subsidiarities. And I'm not saying this is systemic all the way across the board. You can tell the people who have invested in themselves. You can tell the people who work hard for what they've got and what they've attained. And now they have to maintain it and keep it. But the majority of Americans, they're obese, they're fat, they're plump, and they're lazy. And they want government handouts. They want people always giving them stuff and giving them things, rather than having the satisfaction of knowing that, you know what, with these hands right here, I've been able to create wealth for myself because I got out and did something about it. What else is going on in this big, beautiful bill right here? We talked about Medicaid and Medicare. The other day I was on a radio broadcast, right? And they was asking me about the community. And mind you, the oldest person we have here on the land, I think she's either 90 or 89 years old. Then right behind her is my mother. My mother, I know for sure she's 86. Then we have a big drop off from there. I think the next oldest will probably be Sister Barbara. She may be 64 or 65. And then we have a whole bunch of people between that 64 and 58. We got maybe about 6 people maybe in there in that time, in that range, maybe in that range. And then we have people in their 40s and 30s and 20s and children, okay? But they asked me, what was one of the benefits of living the way that you live, Pastor Dowell? And mind you, I get every bit of what I'm doing straight from the Bible, straight from it. And I said, well, one of the things that people are worried about in this big, beautiful bill is the Medicaid and Medicare being cut. I said, we don't have to worry about that because there's nobody out here on this land that's on prescription drugs from 89 years old to 1 month old. Zero nada. I know it's kind of crazy. I remember the other day we took my mom in because we can't catch everything, right? And she had some type of UTI or something. And so we had her in the hospital for a few days, got that taken care of. And while I was there, they was waiting for me to come. They said, wait a minute, you the son, right? I am. They said, so we need some information from you. All right, what is it? Your mother, what prescription drugs is she on? I said, 0. She's not on any. Can you say that again? I said she's not on any. So she's not on any drugs. I said, I didn't stutter. I don't mean to be what you call funny or facetious, anything like that, but she's not on any prescription drugs. Of course, now they're trying to figure out in their system, how does she getting along, survive? Because my mother's done had 2 strokes and she's on 0 prescription drugs. I said, well, about 5 years ago, at the time, maybe now 6 years ago, you had a doctor telling me to prepare my mama for burial. And I said, okay. When she did that, and the first thing I did after we got her discharged, we took her out of the hospital, took her back home, and we've had sisters and take care of her, knowing what they're doing, researching things. And she was on like maybe 5 or 6 prescription drugs at that time. Now she's been weaned off every single one of them and been off of them for years now from the medical system. Why? Because we put the time, the energy, and the effort and the care into our community and our people. We're very serious about the management of our people. And so we've learned a lot. And now that we have people that know something, we try to pass this wealth of knowledge down to the next generation. So no, we don't have to spend all our money on medical bills and run into the doctors and run into the hospitals for every single thing that there is. Some things we do, very rarely though, but when we do, we get in and we get out. And most people out here, they're totally 100% dependent upon Medicaid and Medicare, knowing that, hey, they're going to ruin your credit if you don't pay your bill. If you don't pay your bill, they're going to soon, you build up enough of that, they're coming for your house. Anything that you own, they're coming for it. They're going to get it. Henceforth, own nothing, control everything. But they're going to get it now. Hook or crook, one way or the other. Whether you die, if you have any assets, they are going to get it even before your family get it when you get into litigation. That's the way that this country, it's a bunch of leeches. That's the way this country is built. So, hey, if you want to learn more about this stuff, I'm telling you, y'all to come over my Patreon and learn from over there, because I pretty much, you can go back in my archives on YouTube, but you got to dig through, over 6,000, 7,000 videos in order to find it. But I'm not talking too much about this stuff out here because it's falling on deaf ears. A few people got out of it, but I mostly give this knowledge and this understanding out to people over on my private platform, because it's a whole lot less strenuous speaking to people over there, because you are dealing with people that are doers and not hearers. But Trump has got another big victory on this. He may win the Nobel Peace Prize, whether people like it or not. You're always going to have the Democrats disagreeing with the Republicans, and the Republicans going to disagree with the Democrats. And that's just the way it is. I call it like I see it. When it's right, it's right. It's wrong, it's wrong. Makes no difference to me. I don't take it personally. Everybody has political preferences and religious preferences. And the majority of things, listen, when you hear people out here speaking on YouTube or in these platforms, it's mostly just their opinion. There's no need in getting upset if somebody pulls a negative opinion about you. All you got to do is look at their fruit. Well, you can't look at their fruit because they ain't got none. So I guess that's how they insulate themselves. But all you have to do is, whatever, take it with a grain of salt, whatever, and then just keep it moving. That's all you have to do. Don't take it personally. Keep it moving and going, because it's only one vain person's opinion. And when YouTube goes down, that's the end of their life. It's over with. And the day is coming when YouTube will go down, because there are already other platforms that are rising up that are threatening YouTube's existence. And it's going to come. But y'all be ready. Keep yourself ready. Always be a producer. And never, ever, ever be dependent or beholden to a system. Control it in your hands. I think that, I know one thing, stocks are up. The stock market is way up. I got to get ready to get out here. It's cool right now, so I need to get some work done. It's preparation day for us, going off into the Sabbath. I hope I said something to stimulate thought. You have a wonderful day. The King is coming.